Joining us now is OjyOkpe, whose story is trending around the world. Hello, Janet.
Good morning, Dr. Abati.
I started your segment with a sad story.
Really sad story. May their souls rest in peace. We did see the crash, that's the Air India aircraft, going up in flames. Really sad situation. And, you know, we did see that there were some casualties that were taken to the hospital. We'll continue to highlight the story and bring, you know, our viewers up to date. May their souls rest in peace, really. Well, all right. Good morning to you, viewers. Let's begin what's trending. A former governor of Edo State and senator representing Edo North, Oshiomhole, is in the news for disrupting the flight operations of Air Peace. On Tuesday, the senator was said to have arrived late for his 6:30 a.m. flight from Lagos to Abuja. According to Air Peace and eyewitnesses, Oshiomole became unruly after being informed that boarding had closed and that the flight had departed on time. The senator was asked to rebook his flight and to pay the applicable fees, but refused. According to the airline, Oshiomhole physically assaulted staff, climbed the conveyor belt, and ordered his security team to block the entrance of the Zulu Terminal at the General Aviation Terminal of the Murtala Muhammed International Airport. Air Peace stated that his actions prevented other passengers from entering and caused significant disruption to airport operations. Oshiomhole, in his account, claimed that he arrived at the airport at about 6:05 a.m. and was denied boarding, despite having checked in online. He accused Air Peace of deliberately denying passengers who had booked online at lower rates in order to resell tickets at inflated prices to others on the spot. He claimed to have witnessed Air Peace staff selling tickets for the same flight at significantly higher prices, while other passengers were also being denied boarding.
What they're actually doing at Air Peace is that because those who bought tickets online, these people paid 146,000 at the time they bought. Those who are buying today, emergency this thing, they are paid as much as 250,000. So they frustrate those who paid online at the rate quoted by them and give priority to those who have no previous reservation, who are ready to pay double the price. I go to the airport, I have my checking in, they deny me. Then when somebody now went, he says, it's Oshiomhole. Then the senior manager came out. I said, okay, let's see how I can sort you out. I said, no. I don't want personal favor. I want my right and the right of these Nigerians to be enforced.
All right, we've seen this video. It's gone, the video of Oshiomhole on the conveyor belt appearing to disrupt the Air Peace operations. The video went viral, with many condemning the situation. But let me take Air Peace's rebuttal. They did release a statement after that press conference by Oshiomhole. Air Peace wrote, "Our attention has been drawn to the deliberate falsehood being peddled by Senator Oshiomhole against Air Peace. The senator lied blatantly when he accused Air Peace of extorting its passengers. We challenged Senator Oshiomhole to bring one evidence of a passenger that was extorted. None of our staff ever extorted any passenger. In fact, no ticket was sold after the closure of check-in on that flight. Everyone who flew bought their ticket prior to the flight closure. Again, our flight was never overbooked, as some of his videos alleged. In fact, the aircraft took off with over 30 empty seats. It would have been in our interest to carry Oshiomhole and those others who missed their flights for lateness on this flight, instead of flying many empty seats. But we will never sacrifice our strict on-time performance for monetary gains. It's absolutely false that he was offered preferential treatment and that he was fighting for others. Senator Oshiomhole was not fighting for anyone. He came to the airport late and was told that he was late. He then began to foment trouble. He jumped on the baggage conveyor belt, preventing the check-in process of other flights. He also barricaded the entrance gate and prevented access to the terminal. While he was doing all these, he also deliberately instigated other passengers against the airline. We call on the Federal Airport Authority, FAN, to release the CCTV coverage, starting from the time Senator Oshiomhole entered the airport, For Nigerians to see, his accusation of extortion is very defamatory. His conduct was very violent, unbecoming, unfortunate, and above all, shameful. Vimbai, while I was reading the statement, I did see you, shaking your head. Your thoughts on the story? I have presented both sides.
Yeah, this is a tricky story,
yes,
in my opinion. Where do I begin? Okay, let's begin with Senator Adams Oshiomhole. That even if he had been ill-treated, if he felt the situation was unfair, his behavior was rascality. You can't address these types of situations, even when you feel there is injustice. Sometimes they say your response to a mistake can be a mistake as well. So I think that, we've seen the video evidence. He was standing on the conveyor belt. He blocked the entrance to the airport and so forth. And we just can't allow that level of breakdown in law and order, especially not from a lawmaker. So I think that he may have been frustrated, but he expressed his frustration in an unfortunate way. That's number one. Number two, he's saying that on his part, he checked in online, he came, and he had no luggage, so he arrived on time, and so forth and so forth. And Airpeace is saying, well, he didn't check in online, he came late. That's a he said, she said. I hope they can bring out, if he checked in online, he should be able to show us the evidence of him having done so. So that's from the airline's standpoint. If he was late, then he can't be boarded. However, the bigger issue at play here is the frustration that has built up in Nigerian aviation, domestic travel. This is a buildup of events. This isn't just a moment. You see videos every day, not necessarily pertaining to Airpeace or any airline, generally, almost on a daily basis. You see videos of people fighting at the airport, fighting with the officials, dragging collars. It is totally uncalled for. Minister Festus Keyamo has made great efforts to try and sanitize domestic travel, but I think there's still a lot of work to be done, and a lot of the work comes down to just the people sitting at the counters. It's not at that higher level. It's at that counter. How do we manage these situations? How do we manage the frustrations? Even when a passenger is wrong, the customer is always right. How do we manage them? We see videos where sometimes there's so much insensitivity, there's a lack of just consideration when some of these ground staff deal with their passengers. I'm not saying that's the case in this incident, but I'm saying that this is a reflection of a bigger systemic problem that we have in Nigerian aviation that needs to be addressed. Senator Oshiomhole, even if you feel wronged, I don't think that this is the way to handle situations where we feel that there's injustice that has been done towards us.
Yes, and Vimbai, a lot of people will agree with you because we did see some of those comments buttressing your points there.
Okay, two principles apply here. Edward Coke, it was, who said in the 17th century that Nemo Judas in Cosa Sua, let no man be a judge in his own case. So when there are two parties to a dispute, we cannot, it will be wrong to take one side against the other. Two, in the Union of Indian case and in the Akemwani case, it was also established that ode alteram patem, in other words, what it says, the principle of natural justice is that you must hear both sides. You have presented both sides of the issue.
Yes.
Comrade Adams Oshiomhole, on one hand, saying, oh, he had booked a flight, he couldn't board the following day, he spent 1.5 million to stay in hotel with his entourage. He came the following day very early, 30 minutes before time. He was told it was now 45 minutes before time and all of that. And then he could still not travel. And he said he was defending the interest of other people, extortionist allegations and all that. And then Airpeace, telling their own side of the story, because we must listen to both sides, said that he arrived late. And it is the truth, we know, that they closed the counter, whether it's 30 minutes before or 45 minutes, and you cannot use your position as an influential person to take over operations. Now, having stated broadly those two sides, we can now say it is not for them to take a decision. It is for us as to use President Tinubu's expression, bystanders,
yes,
as busybodies, this not being a court of law, to say that the common sense that tells us is that one, Senator Adams Oshiomhole, whatever his status, has no right to lock up the airport. That was a breach of national security. And I hope that the relevant authorities will look into this.
Yeah.
2, he is making other claims. APC is saying that the NCAA, the FAAN, should provide, if they have, CCTV evidence of the time Senator Oshiomhole arrived and what transpired. In fact, I'm interested in that. We should be interested in that.
Yes.
To even know whether they have CCTV in this our airport.
No, I reached out to FAN as well.
Well, do they have CCTV?
I think they do.
Because they may claim they have, and they may not have. This is an opportunity for us to know the truth.
Absolutely.
3, APC is saying that Senator Oshiomhole arrived late.
Yes.
That part of it should also be investigated. There must be a relevant authority who can investigate that. 4, they are claiming that Senator Oshiomhole defamed APC by saying that there was a case of extortion. If defamation is involved, APC has every right to go to court. Finally, whatever is found, let us reiterate the point that Senator Oshiomhole is no longer Labour leader. So we know he has antecedents as the People's President, Labour President, but now he's a senator of the Federal Republic. Yes. He's an elder statesman.
Yes.
Whatever the provocation may have been, my personal opinion now, I do not think that the senator should have caused that drama. The least he could have done, he could have called the chairman of APC to protest, to ask for recourse to, other considerations. He could even have called the chairman of FAN. He could have called the minister of aviation. But to now go and lock up the airport to disrupt operations, I think that was carrying a sense of entitlement too far.
Right.
I don't think we have had the last of this matter. No. I have not declared anybody guilty. I've just stated the principles of natural justice.
All right.
Adi aterem patem, and also Nemo Judas in Kosaswa.
Right.
If we stay within that boundary, I think further developments will give us clarity.
Well said. We'll follow up on the story as always. We'll take another story now. The governor of Akwa Ibom State, Pastor Umo Eno, has reacted to comments made by actor and politician Kenneth Okonkwo, who during an interview on Arise Newsnight criticized the governor over his recent defection from the People's Democratic Party to the All Progressives Congress, expressing his disappointment at the governor for admitting that he's still politically inclined with the PDP. Okonkwo described him as a political transgender. Let's take a look.
Now, let me tell you something about this defection. The worst from the opposition is moving into the ruling party. The best from the ruling party is coming to the opposition. And I give you an example with the governor of Akwa Ibom State. His commissioner on information and strategy, he said, my political orientation is rooted in principle. And I've long opposed APC, APC's ideology and the conduct, which stands is reaffirmed by majority of Nigerians. This is a summary of it. His own political career, rooted in principle, thereby telling the whole world that his governor is unprincipled in this move. And he said the ideology and conduct of APC have been rejected by Nigerians, and this is what it is. Can you imagine a whole governor coming out to say, I can't fight like Wike. Hey, in 2027, I want a smooth sail. I still love PDP. That's transgenderic. He's a man that behaves like a man that has the genitals of a woman.
Okay.
Can you imagine what on earth? You don't want to fight like Wike, you want to be a governor like Wike? Okay. I can't say whether the man is behaving. He's just a political transgender.
Well, all right. Governor Umo Eno, in his rebuttal, threw a sarcastic jab at Kenneth Okonkwo, who shot into limelight with his outstanding performance in the Nollywood film Living in Bondage, saying that people like Kenneth Okonkwo are ironically still living in bondage. Let's take a look.
So people that are talking, even those that are not from Akwa Ibom, even those who feel they have done things, they tried everything, they've tried to become actor, they failed, they are still living in bondage, trying to poke their mouth into what does not concern them. Tell them that this is living reality. He should go to his state and fight. He's an attempted politician. He tried in Labour Party, he ran away. He tried acting, he was living in bondage. He's an attempted lawyer. He has never moved one motion before. So such people, don't listen to them. This is within my rights. And he is not from Akwa Ibom State. We don't welcome him in Akwa Ibom State. This is Akwa Ibom State matter. As the person on the driver's seat today, I am the one holding the steering. And I know where go slow, no go day. I know where pothole, no day. Now make me the carry Akwa Ibom, go for express. Express.
I know where go slow, no good day. I mean, this two really cracked me up. Transgenderic. That's the first one from Okonkwo now. A legend, really. Go ahead, Rufai.
Oji, while this cracks you up I get what Okonkwo was trying to say.
Yes.
Okonkwo was talking about how values have left our political scene. Mm-hmm. And the governor also retorted by saying, I'm the one in charge, is living in bondage. But you see, the joke has to be said. That the joke here is on Nigerians. It's Nigerians that are living in bondage. Today, 30 years after MK Abiola won a free and fair election, we felt democracy will stay in our country. And we have democracy. Democracy, the tenets of democracy will be the order of the day. But today we have a governor that is defending his lack of democratic tenets. A state, PDP voted him, party voted him. He has gone against the party because there's no provision in the Constitution that disciplines those that's gone against the party. I keep telling all these governors that defect. I know there's no provision in the Constitution, but what about your moral values? Mm-hmm. And the truth has to be said. If you had to run for your seat again after you defected, would it so be easy for you to defect? Mm-hmm. Right. So while they have this brickbat, it is Nigerians that are living in bondage. Mm-hmm. Nigerians are living in bondage of a bad economy. There's a lot of pain and all of that. Mm-hmm. All right. The governor is a pastor, and I like him. Pastor, he gives it back to people, water, and everything. And you should ask himself about values. Mm-hmm. What does Christian values say? Right. When you are with somebody and you say, okay, I am here because of this particular, person voted me in, this political party. But I want to now take that mandate the political party gave me and take it to another. Right. All right. So it speaks volumes about value system while the joke is on Nigeria. So politicians can bicker all they want. You can say things also against Mr. Okonkwo. Mr. Okonkwo left the APC and he joined the Labour Party. So they can say, both of them have been moving from side to side. All right. But Nigerians are suffering, and that's what matters more to me than all of this transgenderic and living in bondage conversation. All right. I wish we had a lot of time to discuss the story because, there's a lot to discuss. And also wanted to take the story about the commissioning in Abuja of the arterial road where, the president welcomed Wike to the APC saying that, whenever you want to come in, you are welcome.
We have somebody in using Wike. He's not a member of my party. Not yet. But the day he changes his mind and registered with Progressive, we will welcome him. Because we will enjoy him in singing. As he dey pain us, he dey sweet us.
As he dey pain them, he dey sweet us.
Thank you very much.
We'll now take our milestone story, our story under a milestone. Celebrating Vanguard publisher Sam Amuka-Akpemu, fondly known as Uncle Sam, who turns 90. We at Arise News honor him for his remarkable contribution to Nigerian journalism. Born in 1935 in Sapele, Delta State, Sam Amuka-Akpemu began his journalism career at Daily Times, later becoming the founding editor of Sunday Punch. In 1983, he established Vanguard newspapers, now one of Nigeria's leading dailies. He's been described as a living legend. Amuka-Akpemu's career spans decades of reporting, editing, and management. He's also known for his widely read column, Sad Sam, where he used satire to critique societal ills and hold leaders accountable.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
All right, fantastic. Uncle Sam's birthday is tomorrow. He turns 90. And, you know, he remains a symbol of excellence and resilience in Nigeria's media landscape. Now, still in the spirit of celebration, let us also congratulate Joseph Akigbe, a prominent Nigerian real estate expert and leader in global property circles, on the occasion of his 60th birthday. Well, Akigbe is a principal partner at Joe Akigbe & Associate, a Lagos-based firm offering real estate with over 25 years of experience. Akigbe earned a degree in estate management from Obafemi Awolowo University in 1987. He is a fellow of both the Nigerian Institution of Estate Surveyors and Valuers and the Royal Institution of Chartered Surveyors. He currently serves as president of the Nigerian chapter of the International Real Estate Federation and Secretary General of its African region, championing Nigeria's voice in global property discussions.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you.
Well, we at Arise News congratulate both leaders. Well, as we end What's Trending today, we would like to pay tribute to the late Chief MKO Abiola, whose legacy is enshrined in Nigeria's democracy. MKO Abiola was the winner of the June 12, 1993 presidential election, which is widely regarded as Nigeria's freest and fairest election, an event that changed the political landscape of the country and remains etched in national memory. Here is a throwback of his Hope 93 jingle.
Now why for this life, oh, now so palava. I tire for this problem, I tire for life, oh. Guinea, no work, no food, no house, no life. This small water, then they bring now so dirty, they pull am. This small money, I they get now social transport, they chop am. School low, now headache, hospital, no work. I tire for life, oh. My brother, waiting you they think, oh. My sister, help don't come. SDP, MKO, Kingibe, action. MKO, Kingibe, SDP, progress. Abiola na the hope, oh, SDP na the party to solve our problem and better our life, oh. MKO, 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 action. Abiola, 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 progress. Now him be the hope, oh, for better tomorrow.
Fantastic, really, really amazing. Today is Democracy Day, officially declared by former President Muhammadu Buhari. I wish we had more time on What's Trending today. Happy Democracy Day. I'd love to thank you all for a great analysis, as always, on What's Trending. Well, that's all I have for you guys on What's Trending today. I'll see you all tomorrow.